Ashe to all the primordial souls on the hero's journey. This video is going to be about Gematria. What is Gematria? How I use Gematria, and basically everything that these numbers can do for us, and how it can expand our imagination and our consciousness to make us and allow us to grow in our primordial aspect of this hero's journey. I'm going to give a few definitions and give some of the gematria phrases that I came up with in my explanation on how I use them to empower the soul. Get right into the definition off Google. Gematria is the practice of assigning a numerical value to a name, word, or phrase by reading it as a number, or sometimes by using an alpha numerical cipher. Gematria is a numerical system by which Hebrew letters correspond to numbers. Gematria is a system of assigning numeric values to letters or words in the Hebrew language. And, we're just decoding Gematria. We're getting back to the origin. If the numbers and letters come from the stars and the cosmos, just like us, all we're doing is syncing and aligning the expression that we can use with numbers that manifest from the quantum realms of the invisible light particle, infraparticle, multidimensional, transdimensional realms that our true soul and essence resides in at all times. We are immortality. We are eternity, embraced, embodied, enlightened. Gematria, another definition from Google: a cryptograph in the form of a word whose letters have the numerical values of a word taken as the hidden meaning. Symbology, the symbols of truth in our true spiritual nature, the Netaru nature, the subconscious nature of us is everywhere. The sacred geometry and the shapes, the Fibonacci sequence of our true genetic code, our 369 code, is everywhere. It's manifested from within. Now, these next few slides I'm gonna read are actually from the Gematria calculator website that I use in the Q&A section. Gematria is a method of computing the numerical value of words based on the letters within the word or phrase. Gematria was originally used for the Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures by summing the numerical value of letters in the corresponding word or phrase. Hebrew scriptures would be interpreted numerically through Gematria and other decoding methods. Gematria is used in many ways currently, from personal self-exploration to decoding sports, news, and current events. It seems that Gematria is ingrained in the fabric of our reality, whether it be organic phenomena or contrived by man somehow. Gematria continues to show truth and trends numerically in almost all scenarios. These are just numbers playing out. People like to say the matrix and we live in the matrix and this or that. But this is how we can use and read the quote unquote matrix from, again, the quantum level, the invisible realm, the spirit realm, the dream realm that everybody talks about, that manifests in this physical experience. Simply put, Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. It is an ancient practice that traces back to at least the Hebrew and Greek languages, in which they used letters from the alphabet as numbers. This is beautiful. You can't make none of this up. All right, we're going to get into, and I want to read the quote that everybody's famous with from Nikola Tesla. And we're going to correlate and tie this in on how he really was just talking about knowledge of self, us, our soul, and knowing your primordial genetics. The 369 code is nothing but our primordial genetics, the 666 anatomy of man, the cosmic star man, stardust, soul seed, star seed man, incarnate in a physical experience and transforming that alchemical transformation back into spirit matter. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. If you only knew the knowledge of self, If only you knew yourself, where you come from, who you are, your primordial essence and Neteru nature, the magnificence, the miracle on miracle moments of your existence when you know knowledge of self, of 3, 6, and 9. This is your genetic DNA code. Then you would have a key to the universe. You would unlock the doors to immortality and eternity, knowing yourself. This 3, 6, and 9 code is literally your genetics. He got the free energy from the universe because he tapped into the code of our external genetics manifested from our internal genetics. The 369 spiral, the Fibonacci spiral upward. This here proves eternity in our primordial dark matter, primordial again, eternal, immortal state. This is exciting. Excuse me, y'all. You know, I be hyped. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna hop right into we're gonna get into the breakdowns of the phrases now. All right, you know, we're gonna put this up on the screen, but we're gonna get right into the phrases. There's 4 base ciphers for Gematria, and it is ordinal, reduction, reverse, and reverse reduction. And let's see if I can find another definition that I wanted to bring up real quick. Okay, here's one more definition before we get into the phrases. Excuse me. To help answer the question, what is Gematria? One must understand that ciphers have been used since the beginning of language. Furthermore, it's also considered very important to understand that the ciphers of most significance are almost always those that are the simplest. The simplicity of life, the simplicity of this hero's journey, of you just putting your wholeheartedness forward for yourself to get the miracle on miracle manifestation every moment of your existence. While the ordinal gematria cipher may be the most logical for some, which is the A to Z, 1 to 26, the reduction is frequently referred to as the purest form of numerology. And the reduction cipher is basically when you get a number, let's say like 12, adding up the numbers, you actually still reduce that back. You add 1 plus 2 and you get 3. So 12 is 12, and it's also 3 when you reduce it, which is the reduction cipher. So this is also proven eternity and how each number is infinite. Each single number is infinite in itself. And when you just combine these numbers, that's just empowering, again, ourself, our inner genetic code, and our alignment in with the cosmic flow state of eternity and our transformation. All right, as you can see here, these are all phrases that I come up with in meditation, or that people say downloads. These are thoughts that come up that all you can see correlate to the soul searching journey. When we talk about quote unquote spiritual terminology, all these words and phrases can tie into our transformation and our soul searching journey, introspection, and hero's journey that we are on. And then when you get down to breaking down, each of these words tie in and correlate to empower us, which would be affirmations. You can look behind each letter is a number. So these letters are powerful in itself, in eternity and infinite in itself. And then when you add the letters up, that's just more numbers and infinity adding up it within itself. So this is all literally just self and soul empowerment. Now, as you can see here, we got master melanin, and it matches it adds up to 144, and everybody talks about the 144,000. This is the quote unquote frequency, the God frequency that they speak about. And 144 adds up to a 9. 54 reduction, 2207 reverse, and you can take the 0 out, and that could be a 2772, which also equals a 9. And you also, we speak about the 72 demons of Goetia, and then you can see how this ties in again to melanin. And 81 for reverse reduction, which is A to Z, but starting with 26 to 1 instead of 1 being A, which is the ordinal, cipher. And then you have the reduction again, adding it all up and reducing it. And then you have reverse, which is going again in reverse 26 to 1, and then reverse reduction, which is 9 to 1. The reduction ordinal is It starts at A at 1 and it goes 1 to 9. And after 9, it starts back over at 1. So it's 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 9 being the highest power in that cipher. And that's why they say it's the most pure, because it always reduces down to one single number of the 1 to 9 original numbers. Um, these other phrases here that we can, all these phrases that I'm going to read also, this is all self-empowerment. These are words, and when you know yourself and you see these words or you see these numbers, now these numbers can tie into these words, which are just affirmations. All this is literally empowering yourself. Ye are gods, you are gods. Ancient of day, you are the ancient titans and gods of the days that used to walk the earth. The seven chakras that we have to master and balance out, all the seven vortex chakras that are within us. The Negrito stage of alchemy, the blackness, the triple blackness of space, the death that occurs to be able to have rebirth and resurrection. Soul Niger, the hidden sun, Solomon, the black portal gate within us, the 13th dot. Alchemy is soul. This entire process is an alchemical process of our soul transforming from lead to gold, lead being the root chakra, gold being the crown chakra when we raise up our entire spinal cord, and out of the crown chakra and back to eternity and bliss. 13 zodiacs. Once you master all 12 zodiacs and become that 13th dot in the middle, the circle within the circle, mastery up to 13. Once again, just tying in Sirius star system. Saturn is home. Incite fear. Hide Israel. This the Israel. We always break that down in with the power of the three, the masculine, feminine, and then Horus Heru reborn as the androgynous energy. Again, the oneness, the wholeness, the absolute. We got to be prepared. We just got to always be prepared for ourselves. There's no expectations with how perfect we are being able to observe perfection perfect itself. Inner peace. Notice how it says inner and not outer. Inner peace. It's all we have to go within to get everything that we want within and without. You are the living God. God's voice, if you are the living God and you are God, God's voice is literally us speaking through the third throat chakra and expression. You are God's voice. And in the Bible, it says He's spoken to existence. That is you speaking and manifesting from the subconscious realms of self. Organized. The organs within us are organizing themselves and aligning themselves with the cosmic transformation that is going on. And we are organizing the primordial chaos of our natural state. That is expression. That is creativity. That is where you get dance, writing, rhythm, etc. Coded language. Now we can see how we breaking down gematria, how we have understanding behind the letters that we see in the symbolic meaning, how we can have numbers that are adding up into the infinite power of the subconscious knowing of self that we are and becoming. So all literally everything that we experience and everything that we see is literally a moment of powering ourselves up. This is why I say this is a time to rejoice. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. Had 5 books. This is a reference to the Torah and how there's 5 books of Moses, and 5 for the 5 elements: fire, earth, air, and water, and spirit, ether being the 5th element. The Allah, arm, leg, arm, head. The law of Moses, the alchemical process, once again, divine love for self. Having divine love for self is truly knowledge of self, going within the darkness to truly find any quote unquote subatomic particles of infraparticles and infrared light. Real melanated light is gold and cosmic. Indigenous. And this is deeper than just being indigenous to a landmass. This is indigenous to the cosmos. This is indigenous to the black cosmic primordial triple blackness of space of where we come from. The stars. And it'll leave you mesmerized of how perfect all this perfection is playing out and allowing us to observe this and grow and embrace, embody, and enlighten ourselves. And now going back through this can be played out almost like scripture. We can read this in flow, almost like it's scripture. You have to master melanin, which is mastering self, mastering the dark side of yourself. And then you realize that you are God's. you are the gods, you were the gods, and then you have the remembrance that you are the ancient of day after mastering and aligning all seven of your chakras, starting from the Negrito stage, the root chakra stage, and raising up the spinal cord, the stairway to heaven, from the soul nidra stage, the hidden black dot within us, that is our soul, which is leading to tell us that alchemy is our soul. No matter what, we are always transforming because we have mastered the 12 zodiacs, which makes us the 13th zodiac, quote unquote, in subatomic melanated energy, cosmic energy, the dot circle within the circle. So that allows us to be mastery of the 13 energies. And we come from the Sirius star constellation, and we have now understood how Saturn's subatomic triple blackness of space energy is a home for us, and they try to incite fear in us and keep us from ourselves and distract us from ourselves. But once we know that fear is all nothing but illusion, we continue to understand that they're trying to hide the real aspect of ourself, which is Israel, which is really the subatomic subconscious nature of self that we have to master, and continue to be prepared of all the miracle moments that we're going through, to be able to have true gratitude and lead to inner peace. We're reading this down like it's scripture in the quote unquote Bible or something. And we have the inner peace now, understanding that we are the living God, the living eternal entity of energy in this realm. And now every time that we speak, we understand that we are God's voice that is speaking and organizing the chaos, the triple blackness of space, the primordial dark matter, and being able to have a coded language now and manifest and affirm eternity and beyond from our natural Netaru nature of primordial darkness. And we understand now the esoteric version of the exoteric Bible, where we get into the first five books of the Bible and Moses, and we had five books, which is having confidence and knowledge of ourself now, understanding that the law of Moses is nothing but an alchemical, esoteric, symbolic metaphor storyline of the transformation of soul, which allows us to have more divine love, and then understanding that our indigenous aspect and where we come from is the cosmos, the mystery within the mysteries, the triple blackness of space, dark matter, and it'll leave you and us mesmerized. Absolutely amazing. And now going back through these phrases, how they all link up and correlate that deal with our soul transformation, you can see how reading these numbers in these four ciphers, they all match up if you add them all up to 9 across the board. Let's go to the first example, Master Melanin. 144 is 9, 54 is 9, 72 is 9, 81 is 9. That is 4 nines across the 4 base ciphers of Gematria. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. 3, 6, 9. There you see where we get the genetic code of everything and beyond is literally us, no matter what, as within, so without, as above, so below. All the numbers come from the stars, the letters and languages come from the stars, as above, so below. Our entire soul expression through this human experience is coded language from the stars. So you see how Master Melon is four nines across the board, which is um again 36, which 3 plus 6 is 9. That's 3, 6, and 9. And we go back to the quote from Tesla, the keys to the universe is 3, 6, and 9. So that we're going over how the knowledge of self is really 3, 6, and 9, which is your primordial soul code. So the more you know yourself, the more every experience that you go through is literally empowering yourself. The more you see numbers anywhere throughout anything, is you these are the divine quote unquote angel numbers that are deeper cosmic symbols and signs from your higher self, from the future, honestly. Now, you see 144. Now, for instance, this could you can mess around and see 144 on a license plate driving somewhere, and you just got a spark of energy because a master melanin is just a power up of knowing thyself again. Or you can catch the clock every time you see 144. You're looking. You know what I mean? It's just you looking yourself in the mirror, empowering yourself, knowing to keep going within yourself. Ye are gods, 99. 45, which is a 18, which goes back to a 9, 45, 9, 144 again, 9, 45, 9. All these phrases here that tie into our soul and link and correlate and connect to our soul in this transformation process that we are going through, the Nephilim, the fallen angels, transforming back to primordial beings. All this has to do with you. All these numbers 1 to 9 deal with your genetic code. 3, 6, and 9 is your spiral and evolution into the alchemical transformation back to spirit matter. Now you could say you can use all these phrases and you can use them as affirmations. Anytime you see these words now anywhere exploring through social media or they pop up anywhere reading in the book, it's just more again self-empowerment. Same thing with these with the numbers. You can also again we can switch around the numbers. Again, it's imagination. Expand your imagination. Nobody can tell you that you're using this wrong. This is our genetic code, and we're expressing how we want to. You can use it as a date. 144, you can switch it around and use it as 414. You know what I'm saying? Or what I mean, anything like that. Anything how any way you want to. 441, 114, what I mean, or 144, any way you want to. Expand your consciousness by opening your imagination and truly tapping into your soul creativity, the right hemisphere of the brain, and letting the flow state of the cosmos express through you and allowing you to be the living, walking emerald tablets in scripture of eternity and beyond, and being the true Messiah, Christos, Christ energy from eternity and beyond. And I just want to go over a few more phrases that we can go over. Again, if you only knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, if you only knew yourself, the walking miracle of the cosmos incarnated in a vessel, then you would have the keys to eternity, to the universe. This quote is he's literally everything that people are fascinated saying Tesla was a genius. All he did was tap in to knowing the anatomy of us. We are literally the 3, 6, and 9. Literally, the walking 3, 6, and 9 is you. Okay, this is another one. 13 zodiac signs. The soul has risen. Mayat will be established. Black magic is alchemy. So again, we got to get out of the spookism of hearing black magic. As you can see, alchemy again is the soul essence of self, where we come from and who we are. So black magic is tied to alchemy, which is tied to our soul and our natural essence. So we have to shake the spookism again. Darkness is healing. Darkness is light. As you can see, these last three phrases all match up. 157, 175 all end up matching up when you add all three numbers up, and they match in the reduction cipher as 76, which is a 13, which is the Christos Christ energy, the 13 zodiac signs. The soul has risen, the dark night has risen. 67, 67, 76 down the board, all linking up again to 13, which is the Christos energy, which you can reduce again to a 4, which is the 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water, getting mastered to be that powerful eternal being. Mayat will be established. Justice and truth will be established. Darkness is the true healing and the only true light. You see how all this is just amplification of the soul. All this is infinity and beyond speaking to you and allowing you to organize its perfect infinite chaos to express and be more of your true self. I know people have been waiting for this Gematria video for a minute, and I've been waiting to share this, and I can't wait to finally share this and actually keep expanding on this. The more our imaginations together as a collective soul conscious family, be able to understand this more and have more knowledge of self and have fun. Have fun with this hero's journey. Now, as you can see again, all four ciphers here are equal in 9. and 9 times 4 again is 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 3, 6, and 9 is the primordial DNA cosmic genetic code. You are King Solo Mind, the hidden sun, soul Niger, hidden soul, hidden sun soul in man. 5 phrases here are all equal in 9, and 9 times 5 equals 45, and 4 plus 5 equals 9, the 9 spiral again. And these 5 phrases here are Staff of Thoth, King Solomon, God bless you. If you're God bless you is literally, again, you bless your higher self, blessing yourself, rewarding yourself for putting in more effort to know and be yourself. Ancient Kamites. We are the ancient Kamites. Death to Babylon. This is, and again, death is nothing but a transformation and rebirth or resurrection. So us in Babylon and Sumeria, all these were ancient advanced civilizations. So when you see death to Babylon, this is just another phrase of empowerment of a regenerative stage. You saw we had on the last one, on the last phrase, uh Negrito. That is the first stage of alchemy, the darkness, the death stage. It has to, you have to go, the death has to start the rebirth, reconstruction process. Now, again, this is also a beautiful match between 5 phrases, because you can see here that all 5 match with 144, and in the reduction phrase they match with the 5445 code, which equals 9. So that's just two ciphers where, you know, 2 different ciphers literally match up perfectly. That's, again, just more ways to, again, empower it and use your imagination to however you want it to make you feel better and benefit your soul in this transformation journey. Staff of Thoth from 9, 144 to 144 frequency again, 54, 9, 180. 180 plus 180, we get to 360, the circle. Then you get the circle within the circle. Once you add that up to the 720, and then the 7 plus 2, the 72 demons of Goetia. 7 plus 2 is still that 9 ether. And then another 54 for the reverse reduction. King Solo Man, the soul in man, the soul incarnated in man. You are the kings, you are the queens of this cosmic realm and beyond, and all the realms in the quantum realms within us, the worlds within worlds. And it's just on you to embrace, embody, enlighten yourself, and take back everything that is here for us to take, which is nothing but eternity and beyond, infinite, limitless potential from within. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with this video. Uh, like, comment, subscribe. I haven't been saying that a lot, but y'all, let's send this primordial dark matter energy throughout the cosmic algorithm and realms, and let's keep empowering ourselves and going within and being who we truly are and being comfortable and confident with it. Ashe, keep going within, keep powering self up, and keep being the best you can be, expanding your imagination to expand your consciousness, and having fun with this hero's journey. We are observing perfection, perfect itself. Ashe.